Very good morning, students. Myself Ranjit Chaudhary, PGT Physics teacher, LBM Communication. Right? In last class, we have discussed this. Our chapter 3 is over. Right? Today we will discuss the questions of electricity that was asked in year 2016 and 18. They are the important questions. Right? So, first question is of 1 mark in the year 2018. Right? The question says that two electric bulb have resistance in ratio 1:2. If they are connected in series, find ratio of their power. These two words, the ratio of the resistance are given 1:2. If it is to be connected in series, then there are to calculate the ratio of the power. Generally, we connect all the electrical loads in parallel, but this is just assumption, right? If it is connected in series, then what will happen? That is, what will be the ratio of the power? So, that is, we have three formulas for the power. That is I square R, V square by R, and V I. So let us take the first formula. That power is dependent on I and R. When both bulbs will be connected in series, then in series the current will be same, but the resistance are different. So we can say when the electrical loads are connected in series, then the ratio is directly, that is power is directly proportional to their resistance. Right? But this is the case in the series connection. Right? So in series, the power is directly proportional to resistance. Right? So we can say that is P1, that is P1 is to P2 is equal to R1 is to R2. And the ratio of the resistance is given 1:2. So ratio of the power will be 1:2. In examination you will not need to solve this, you will give the answer. That is, in one line you have to write that since in series circuit the power is directly proportional to the resistance, so ratio of the power will be 1:2. Right? Next question. It was also asked in 2018. They have given a circuit diagram. 10 volt. Yes. The language of the question is of 10 volt but negligible internal resistance is connected in parallel with a battery of 200 volt and internal resistance 38 ohm. Calculate the current in the circuit. That is one cell and other is battery, both are connected in series. but we know generally that cell and battery both have internal resistance, but here internal resistance of the cell is negligible, very small. But internal resistance of the battery is 38. Also they have given the direction of the current, so we will take the help of KVL. So that KVL says that the summation of total potential difference in the circuit is equal to 0. So here, but you have to keep in mind about the polarity, right? So starting from the 200 volt, the first sign that we will encounter is minus. So let us write here minus 200. You will take positive also, but let us take the first sign. There is minus 200 volt. Now see, when you will enter the cell, then the first point is your positive, and the next terminal is negative. So if you consider here first terminal, so here also first terminal needed to be considered. That is, here we have to write plus 10 volt. Right? That is plus 10. Now, see the current is flowing in clockwise direction. So the end where current enters is positive polarity, and it will be. Now we are moving in clockwise direction. So first terminal will be your positive terminal. Why? Because in case of 200 volt we have considered first terminal. In case of 10 volt we have considered first terminal. So here also first terminal needs to be considered. So plus I into R, that is I into 38. And according to KVL, this must be equal to 0. So here minus 190 is equal to minus 38 I, or I is equal to 190 by 38. 38 into 5 equal to 190. So currently this circuit will be here 5 ampere. That is, this circuit is based on your KVL law. Next question is of potentiometer, right? We have seen two applications of potentiometer. One is used to find out also to compare the EMF of two cells, and another is to find out the internal resistance of the two cells. It is based on the application of potentiometer to find out the internal resistance of the two cells, right? Language of the question is, it was also asked in 2018 only. It says that with key open, balancing lamp of potentiometer is 350 centimeter. The key open is we can generally say open circuit, right? That is, the cell that you have been given, no current is flowing through it. It is just used to balance the lamp, that is supply. That is, to run a potentiometer we need a cell, battery. So when that cell will be connected, there will be potential drop across the lamp, and that potential drop is balanced by the given cell, right? So that is the condition for you of cell, right? Find the internal resistance of the cell. So if you remember the formula we have derived, that is internal resistance of the cell is equal to balancing lamp with open circuit to the balancing lamp with the closed circuit minus 1 and whole term multiplied by the external resistance. So here, according to question, this is the L1, this is the L2, so it will be 350 divided by 300 minus 1 into R. R is equal to how much? 9. So 7 by 6. So So it will be 1 by 6 into 9, 3 by 2, that is equal to 1.5 ohm. Right? So internal resistance to this that is 1.5 ohm. Next. Yes, next. These three questions are asked from electricity chapter in 2018. Now let us discuss about 2016. They have given a graph. This is V and I. 6. This side is 1. This is an ampere. This is volt. Right? 3 cells V versus I for 3 cells identical. Connected in series. Find EMF of each cell. And second, internal resistance of each cell. So, we have to first write on the equation of the cell, that is given as V is equal to E minus I into. This is for single cell, but here we are using 3 cells in series, so EMF will be E equivalent and R will be R equivalent. You know, in series, just all the EMF of the cells are added and also the resistance. Means we can say 3 cells are of identical cell, and let us consider EMF of each cell is E, right? Then E equivalent will be equal to 3E. Similarly, if we consider the resistance, internal resistance of each cell is small r, then R equivalent is equal to 3 times of it. Just substitute that. So our equation will be 3 times of E minus I into 3 times of. Now let us take a graph. When I is equal to 0, sorry, V is equal to 0, because we have to calculate we have to calculate EMF, right? So let us say when I is equal to 0, means we have to go along with axis, that is y axis. When I equal to 0, then V equal to 6 volt, right? It will be 6 and it will be 3 times of E. When I is equal to, so this comes here, we can say E is equal to 2 volts. That is EMF of this cell is how much? Similarly, we have to calculate internal resistance. Now, when V is equal to 0, see, when V is equal to 0, at that point we have to move along the x-axis, and I is equal to 2. Means for V equal to 0, I is equal to 2. Take it. When V is equal to 0, and we have calculated E equivalent. 3 into it will become 2. That is equal to 6 minus of I is 2 and 3R. 3 into. So it will be 6R is equal to 6 or R is equal to to 1 ohm. So internal resistance of each cell will be 1. Next. Given a battery 12 volt and internal resistance 2 ohm. Yes, internal resistance is 2 ohm. It is connected with the external resistance of 4 ohm. This is 4 ohm. And they are connected a voltmeter here across the cell V and ammeter in series. The questions asked are when voltmeter is placed across a cell and across the resistor gives the same reading. Means when this voltmeter is placed across the cell and when you will place this voltmeter across this resistance, then in both cases the reading of the voltmeter must be same. We have to prove it. Second, to record voltage and current in this circuit, why voltmeter is used in parallel and ammeter is used in series. This question is class 10. Right? In class 10 we have discussed that is why voltmeter is used in series and why ammeter is used in parallel. Right? First question. To solve this, we have to calculate the current. So let us say current in this circuit is I, taking the help of KVL. We are starting from this voltage. First polarity is negative, this will be positive. When current will enter here in anti-clockwise, it will be positive, it will be negative. For the external resistance of the cell, it will be positive, it will be. Now, the starting point is minus, so just like it is minus 12. When you will enter this resistance, first polarity is plus, so plus 4 into I. Now, when you will enter this resistance, again the first polarity is positive, so it will be plus 2 into I is equal to 2 plus 4, 6, that is minus of 6 I is equal to minus 12 or I is equal to 2 ampere. Now see, what will be the reading of the voltmeter here? When connected across the cell, the reading of the voltmeter will be just, this is 12 volt and this is 2 into 2 ampere, that is here it will be 4 volt. Right? So, total voltage across this terminal of the cell, let us say A and B, that is VAB will be 12 minus of this voltage, right? That is equal to 4. It will be 8. Now, another part of the question is now just remove this voltmeter and place it. So what will be the reading? That is voltage across 4 ohm. 4 multiplied by current time and it is equal to 2 ampere. It is 8 ampere. So in the question they are asked just the potential across the cell and the 4 ohm resistance must be equal and we have proved. Next part of the question is why we use voltmeter in series? That is parallel and that is ammeter in series. So answer will be resistance of voltmeter is high and also in voltmeter this resistance is connected in series. Means internal structure, if we look at the internal structure, the high resistance is connected in series in a voltmeter. So if we use in series voltmeter, then the total current in the circuit will be very, very low. That's why we have to connect, that is your resistance, that is voltmeter in parallel, so that all the load gets the current according to their requirement. That is, current in this circuit is not flow. Right? For emitter, resistance of the emitter is very low. We call it shunt resistance, and so it is connected in parallel. Right? That is, in voltmeter, though series means internal resistance is in series, it is connected in parallel, and here internal resistance is in parallel, but the whole equipment is connected in, that is, series. Right? That is why, because in voltmeter high resistance placed, it does not affect the load current, and in emitter, since in emitter the resistance is very small, so we need to connect in series, because if we connect in parallel, then total effective resistance will be very, very low. So we need to connect this in series so that load current is not affected. Right? Means the current that will be flowing through the load will be not very small. It will have some magnitude which can be measured easily with the help of your, that is, ammeter. Right? Moreover, if you going by the other way, if you connect voltmeter in series, it has some high resistance, then there will be very much large drop across the voltmeter. So other load will not get the required voltage. Here its resistance is very low. If we connect in series, then the ammeter will get damaged. Right? That is, if it is connected in series, then what will happen? The load, there will be more drop of voltage in the voltmeter itself, and the load will not get the required voltage. And if it is connected in series, then what will happen? Due to low resistance, the ammeter will get burned. Right? So in order to protect the ammeter, we have to connect in, that is your parallel series. Right?